doing today, but I want to get this jig done today, so I'm going to move the skyline out and then I'm going to get on with it. So I'd imagine the majority of this is going to be a time lapse. Let's see how we get on. I've got these corner clamps, like picture frame clamps. I'm not sure if they're really up to the job. But we'll have a look. They look awkward to work with, to be honest. trying to skip that dirty grey tack. Alright. It's just making excuses as it goes along. Just helped me smash this out, and I'm quite pleased with it. It's got a tiny bit of bow in it, that way actually, very slight, like a couple of millimetres from end to end. That might actually sort itself out with some weight on it. I'm going to put some feet underneath it, but not today, because I need to make something adjustable that I can screw up and down. Now, my next plan is to get subframes on top, get the wheelbase and just measure how far apart they are. And then, once I've got that measurement, I can strip the subframes down and figure out how the subframes are going to fit to here. Most likely going to be sewn like this. So, somehow the wishbones will, where the wishbones would bolt in, it will bolt in here and here. I may just drill holes through the these box sections, and make some aluminium spacers to go either side, or maybe even little steel spacers and just weld them in or something. I haven't really decided yet, but my plan is now to get the subframes up, get the wheelbase, get my measurements, strip the subframes. In fact, I might as well strip the subframes on top of this jig, because it'll be easier than doing it on the floor. And then this we can just put this somewhere, like out of the way, up against the wall over there maybe. I can figure out how these are going to fit onto the subframes, and we can bring the skyline in before it gets dark. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to try and get the subframes up on here. I might need some more of this, but I'm thinking I need some way of locating the shell so it's right on in the middle. And what I might probably end up doing is getting two pieces of this at the right width between the chassis, between the subframes, so then the car drops down and locates off maybe the pinch welds on the sills, or the inside of the sills. I haven't really decided yet, but I think that will get me pretty close if I do it that way. So the subframes will be right in the middle of the car. And what I can do is I can drop plumb lines down from my front strut towers, which are still factory, they haven't been moved. Drop plumb lines down from there. I don't know what to do on the rear, but I think if I make these two pieces that fit between the sills, and then measure them out side to side, so they're bang on in the middle of the chassis, the jig, then that should get me in the ballpark pretty damn well. Right, so let's get this out of the way and get those subframes up. Show you some welds. My MIG's definitely got a lot better. My MIG welding's definitely got a lot better. And that is purely from, oh, let's have a look at the skyline while we're here. Look at that. What a thing of beauty. So need to fix this and start driving it. Lucky I had my Nikes on so I could run out of the way of that. Oh. Is that a dirt drop or a slut drop? I can't remember. There we go. We're all stripped. So now, what I really need is some bright ideas on how I'm going to attach these to the subframe into the wishbone mounts. I'll set all the camber bolts so they're like as far out as they'll go. It might be an idea to keep the camber bolts for now because I don't have any intentions of making arms right this minute, adjustable arms. And then also I need to obviously figure out how I'm going to attach it on the front as well. So if you've got any bright ideas, I'd really appreciate it if you put them on a postcard and send them to me. And yeah, so now all this is stripped. That subframe's junk, but I'm probably going to use it to finish making my jig. The rear subframe is ideal, it's perfect. It was all painted, it just needs a good clean. It was all cure rusted, primed with anti-corrosion paint, and then painted. So that literally just needs a good clean. My original plan was to machine up some bosses that would go in here and then weld them to the box section. But now I'm wondering whether I should get box section and weld it upwards with aluminium spacer either side, or make it so that the box section's right to the back, right to the front, and then put a spacer to fill the gaps. So it would have vertical box sections on these cross spar thingies, and on the front you can see it's gusseted, so they would have to be doing the same thing but going in at an angle. And on the front I can just go straight up. Whether the tubular subframe is the same, I'd have to find out. But yeah, there we go. Good progress today. I'm pretty psyched. Probably got about 5 hours of footage here. I suppose what I could do is I could just sign off here. That's it for today. I've got a long way into this jig and I'm pretty damn happy with it. It's all level. It's got a slight bit of bow in it, but it's all stuff we can work around. If I make the jig so I can bolt you know, bolt the bits on and off. I'll be able to just pack a washer under it to get it right. To be honest, when it's got feet on it and it's on the floor, it may well just level itself out. So I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to have something to eat. I'm going to go home and drink a bottle of cider or something, do some editing. It's been a good night, good day. I probably couldn't have done it so well without the help from my old man, so I appreciate that. So I will see you next time. Hope you enjoyed this one. Cheers!